What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Booze, your wild and crazy uncut news station. All right, we have a woman on trial for allegedly murdering twin sister by driving off Hawaii cliff. Wow, what the bleep is wrong with people nowadays? Ooh, I do not know what the hell is wrong with people nowadays. And why would you want to murder your twin sister? Like, why? It's deranged. All right. In a Hawaii courtroom on Monday, the murder trial began for Alexandria Duval, who is accused of intentionally driving her SUV off a cliff in 2016 and killing her identical twin sister, Anastasia Duval. Alexandria survived the 200-foot fall, the rocky shoreline below. So she survived the 200-foot fall, lucky. But Anastasia, who was sitting in the passenger seat, died at the scene. Duval, a 39-year-old former yoga instructor who was born Alison Dadow, has long maintained her innocence. During opening statements, prosecutors alleged that the crash was an intentional act, while Duval's defense attorney said the crash was an accident, not a murder. Yeah, we'll see that. All right, so this all right, so the fatal crash reportedly capped off years of business ventures, bankruptcies, and moves for the sisters. So it I guess took everything out like that they were doing. Um, yeah, so this fatal crash reportedly capped off years of business ventures, bankruptcies, and moves for the sisters, who were born in Utica, New York, and formerly owned and operated yoga studios in Palm Beach County, Florida, and Park City, Utah. Like that song, Palm Beach County from Suave Smooth. I guess they had a yoga studio down there. Um, yeah, the motive remains unclear in the alleged murder, which Duval has twice been charged with. Initial charges against her were dismissed for lack of evidence. Here are the 6 things you need to know about this case. Prosecutor says Duval intentionally or knowingly drove off cliff as sisters fought in car. Duval has requested a bench trial, leaving her fate in the hands of Hawaii Circuit Judge Peter Cahill. During opening statements Monday, Moy Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Emlyn Hyga alleged that Duval intentionally or knowingly drove off the cliff as the sisters fought. Hyga added that witnesses said that Duval allegedly later stopped the SUV and witnesses noticed the hazard lights flashing. The fight continued, according to the prosecutor, who claims a witness allegedly said he heard the SUV's engine revving loudly before accelerating down the road straight until it suddenly jerked off the left and went over the cliff. Holy shit. That's nuts. Now, I don't know if they were like actually fighting like whoops, 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 or arguing. I don't know what they mean by fighting. Hyga told the judge the state's case hinges on 3 alleged facts. He alleges there was a hard acceleration, a hard left turn, and no braking. He said he intends to back up these claims with eyewitness testimony, data retrieved from the SUV, and evidence recovered from the roadway. Defense says crash was accident, not murder. So Duval's defense attorney, Bernie Bervar, countered in his opening statement that the fatal wreck was an accident, not murder. Burvar noted that Anastasia's hands contained strands of his client's hair, indicating Alexandria was being violently attacked as a result, lost control of the vehicle. Good Lord, oh man. He said that several eyewitnesses saw the violent interaction and will testify the passenger was violently pulling my client's hair with both her hands, pulling it so hard it was jerking her head over the passenger's side seat. Number 3. Alexandria allegedly had alcohol on her breath. On Monday, the police officer testified Alexandria allegedly had alcohol on her breath. The officer said the SUV sustained heavy damage when it collided with the rocks, and that when he got to the vehicle, the passenger was foaming at the mouth and seemed to have major head trauma. In August 2016, several months after the fatal accident, Duval was pulled over and accused of driving while intoxicated in upstate New York. At the time, police alleged her blood alcohol content was 0.26, more than 3 times the legal limit. She has pleaded not guilty and the case remains unsolved. The sisters were well-known yoga instructors, so they yoga teachers. The Duval sisters were reportedly born Alison and Ann Dadow in New York State, but they came to prominence as yoga teachers in Palm Beach, Florida, where they ran multiple locations of their yoga studio starting in 2008 and even produced an instructional DVD. Still, they have lived beyond their means and their success. According to one local expert, they were well respected here for a while. That's a South Florida gossip columnist Jose Lamby told the Star Advertiser. But when you get successful, it's easy to start overspending. This is Palm Beach. Once you start shopping on Worth Avenue, it can get out of control pretty quickly. Such financial woes could have been at play when the sisters abruptly closed their yoga studios in Florida and moved across the country. The first in a series of decisions that would take them ultimately to Hawaii and the scene of the summer's deadly crash. And then number 5, the sisters filed for bankruptcy several times and had new names. So after leaving Palm Beach, the Duval sisters appeared in Park City, Utah, where they opened a new yoga studio, according to the Star Advertiser. They both filed for bankruptcy in 2014, according to the paper, saying they had hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. Lambie told the Star Advertiser the pair traveled to Maui in December of 2015. So they went to Maui. Police said both sisters had Hawaii driver's license with their Duval names at the time of the crash, but people has not been able to confirm if the sisters legally changed their names. And number 6, the sisters had a volatile relationship, says Anastasia's ex-boyfriend. Keith West, a Florida chief who says he dated Anastasia for more than 6 months before The sisters changed their names. Previously told people he witnessed explosive fights between the sisters, which would erupt without warning and often in public spaces. I once got a call from Anastasia saying, "Get over here now, I'm going to kill her," Weiss recalled. She actually started hitting Alexandria, with the phone. I heard it thump, 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 and they were both screaming at each other. On at least 2 occasions, the twins began fighting inside Wes's car. Once, when Anastasia was driving, he said. Both of these scuffles were very intense and nearly resulted in crashes. Weiss said Alexandria would tag along on most of his dates with Anastasia. It almost seemed like Alison was jealous of Ann, who always got the guy, Weiss explains. Alison was just a bystander, basically. Alison was always the one who was tagging along. Damn, it's crazy. So they could have prevented that by just pulling the car over and handling their business, or talking it out and not arguing and getting angry. But nope, they had to be crazy about it. Anyways, please subscribe to the Voos and hit the notification bell, because you don't want to miss any Voos. You're a wild and crazy uncut news station.